there, friends. Welcome to episode number 304 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickas. And as we do each week on the show, along with my guest, we dive into my recipe cards and we pick something that neither of us has ever made before, but we go forward with that old confidence that it's going to be fine. And on today's show, we are making, can you see there, fruity oat bars. Oh yeah, we're actually using apricot and orange for these, and it's going to be good. I've got a good story about this recipe. I'll tell you in a second. And I am baking today alongside my friend, fellow comedian, fellow producer, fellow human whose last name starts with the letter Z. The very funny Brandon Zakkai is on the show today. I am so excited to get to making these with Brandon, get to know him a bit better as we yak here in the kitchen, so come on in. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And we're roughly the same height. This is unusual for this show.
Okay, now, roughly, sure.
Ish.
I felt tall right before you said that. Now,
I'm sorry.
Alright, no, it's fine.
But I like that we've got the black and white thing. We
Yeah.
didn't call each other to be like, how are you dressing or anything.
I do that before shows.
We call each other, no matter
Yeah.
what show we're on. No, we've never done that. But we should start the tradition.
I feel like I'm easy to plan for. Brandon in black.
Yeah. But I gotta tell you, friends, you wouldn't know this, but getting us together in the same kitchen has not been easy. And that's my fault.
No, I mean, you're doing awesome stuff, man. Enjoy it.
I'm doing things. We're both
Do
doing
we get to
things.
talk about your feature?
We can. If you're in Toronto or can get to Toronto in April, May, the Hot Docs Film Festival, I got a movie in it, my directorial debut.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting.
That's awesome.
It's kind of cool. Co-directing my first film along with Cass Gardner. And have you directed sketches, films?
Yeah,
It's a
so
lot.
I used to work with a production company myself,
okay.
and directed, and I love that set life. So I'm very excited for you, and
Thank
you got to go out there. And documentary's really hard and difficult. It takes a lot of time and planning and forethought, and
a lot of crying.
I mean, well, I was gonna say most of those things comedians are bad at with the time, the planning, and the forethought. But the crying, we got down pat.
We got the crying down pat. Well, we're doing this. I'm doing posts for the film, but now we're gonna make this. Now, there's a story behind this. So usually on this show, I'll go to a recipe, like I'll go to a cookbook, because most people buy a cookbook. You use like 1 or 2 pages of it, usually tops. But in this, we flip to a new page, we pick a new dish. I gave this fella here a few options. He picked this one, handwritten, once again, friends, on a piece of paper by yours truly, probably around the age of 13.
Yeah, how can I not choose that one? For real.
So, before the interwebs, back in the day, where you had to sit in front of the TV, possibly with my VHS player, because I don't know how the hell I got all these instructions down. I used to watch a lot of cooking shows like The Urban Peasant on CBC, Yan Can Cook, and I would sit down after school and write out the recipes. I've never made this.
You must have had a VCR because the handwriting is incredible.
Thank you.
So
It's the Kelly font. It's the Kelly font. So I don't know where this recipe comes from. If you're wanting to follow along, play at home, go back to the start of the show. Just freeze frame on the picture of this, because I have no link to give you. Using orange and apricot for our fruity oat bars today.
I love it.
Super excited.
Yeah.
Now, if you are allergic to apricots, don't use them. Just go with something else. It's surprising.
What could you use instead?
Oh gosh, you could do anything. You could make this a cranberry and orange bar. You could make this a mango and orange bar. You could make it a fig and orange bar.
I'm going to be representing the people who watch this show but have never cooked. So all
Amazing.
4 of us. And do the cranberries
Cranberry and orange goes together.
Yeah. But
They
do they have to be
complement.
dried as well? These are dried apricots.
Yeah, this recipe does call for dried,
Mm-hmm.
although we're going to be putting them on the stovetop in a thing like this, in some water and getting them softened so that they can cook a bit easier. Which might make you think, as it did me, why not just use fresh fruit? But anyway, we're going to go with dried because I wrote down dried apricots.
I grew up on dried apricots. There's no way I
So
wasn't
good.
gonna.
They're so good.
It's gonna stop me from snacking and ruin it.
The other thing you need for this is quick rolled oats. Get that kind because different oats will do different things, just letting you know. And you need applesauce.
Really?
A hack. Bill Kelster here found apple cups at the grocery store.
Get at it.
So we're using that instead.
And that'll work.
It's gonna.
I love it.
Because all you need is half a cup of applesauce and a cup of oats. And when you buy those things, there's usually like big jars.
It's a big thing, yeah.
And I don't eat that many oats. I'm gonna be
Are you
honest with you.
okay?
Do you?
I try.
Okay, I should
try.
have given you the
No,
bag.
they say like, because I love breakfast and
I do too.
everything you eat for breakfast is bad for you, except for oats. They say, and even the oats are bad if the guy's on the box.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a little dicey. I'm allergic to so many like fibrous lentil-y bean things that I just don't have them. I mean, this is gonna be fine.
Are you gonna have a reaction?
I'll deal with it.
Do you have an
You won't be
EpiPen?
here later for the bloating.
EpiPen?
Not that. No, just not
that.
gassy.
Okay, I won't be here either.
So put it up onto medium. Boom. We're going to let that warm up. Now what we are going to add to this, friends, we're going to add apricots. Done. Yay. Put that in. Boom.
All of them.
The orange juice. All of them. They're all going into the pot. And we're also going to add that orange.
Oh, you know what you might want to mention to us people at home? You cut the apricots. They weren't whole.
Yes.
You scored them in half to allow the insides to come out.
We'll take the pits out. We're doing this, friends. We're doing it. All right. Going in. Go on the stovetop for about 10 minutes. You want the apricots to get, a little bit more
Gillette.
flexible, if you will. And then we're going to put it in the blender and mashy mash with the applesauce. Mashy mash, another baking term.
So,
Because I'm using this hack, you're going to notice in the recipe it says to add the oats later because you'll add the dry to the dry and the wet to the wet, then the two will meet. In this case, because it's already in the applesauce, we're just going to put this in the blender. It's going to be fine.
that's why it's called that.
It's marketing genius. Hot and steamy. So many porny terms in baking. All right, here we go. I'm 12. Okay, it's good. All right.
Dumper. Go on.
Yeah. We'll try it again. It'll rough audience. Okay. So we've got that. We've got this. And
Okay.
as I say, we're putting the oats in with this because it was mixed. It's fine. All right. Now this is where we're going to tell some really deep secrets about ourselves. All right. I think we're good, friends. We got. Let's get this up here. So we've got the puree going. See it there? So that's good. It's a nice we don't have chunks of apricot in here.
No, not
It's all
chunky.
mixed together, so A+. All right. So that's that. Now in this one,
Oh, those things are massive.
aren't they?
They're gnarly. They can make a whole restaurant move.
I know, it's true. It is true. Now what we're going to do with this is do this by hand, as that keeps rocking. So in this bowl, I will hold this bowl. If you want to get the flour, add the flour. Okay. Add the baking soda. Take the salt.
Thank you.
Oh, I knew you were coming. All right. So we're going to leave this in here for... Yeah, that's fine. All right. So got this in here. We're going to put this off to the side for a second. In this bowl with the sugar, you're going to take the butter. So grab that. And what I would suggest is just cutting it up into squares, and then you're going to mix the butter and the brown sugar together. That's all mixed up, friends. Boom, done. Now what we're going to do is add it to this stuff.
Okay.
Yay! All right. So it says the mixture will be crumbly, which it will indeed.
It is already.
I'm going to give you this. Just start mixing. You're wearing black, and I'm getting him to...
To what?
Just be gentle with your shirt.
Oh, it's gonna like fly up all over me?
Yeah.
Cool.
We could use the kitchen. Do you want to use the kitchen?
I don't mind getting messy. I want
Done.
when I leave here today, people to be like, yo, were you on a baking show with Kelly Zemnikas? It's gonna be fine? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? It's like, because you look like shit. Because you're...
Part of this. Dump that in. Alright. There she goes.
Mix it?
Yeah, please. Excellent. So it's going to add a bit of moisture to that, which makes sense. Then we're going to press 2/3 of what Brendan is mixing into this pan as the base. Put the fruit and then do the crumble on top. This is going to bake for about 25 minutes. So not too long. OG. Using the brown sugar. And there we go.
I'd never heard of coconut sugar. That's pretty cool.
You can hire Brendan for your next catering event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he makes his apricot orange bars, but that's okay. Almonds. That is fine too. Try to get this around here. There we go. Do you know what? If it all goes to shit, it's going to be great on top of ice cream. So I'm just telling you that now, friends. All right. I think this looks pretty good, man.
I think so.
All right, let's get the stuff off the spoon.
You know what I'm surprised? You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. I was thinking in my head, I'm like this feels like there needs to be cinnamon. I'm like, no, that's an apple thing. That's not a.
Yeah.
That's not a. Yeah. That's not a apricot or
all right,
orange
kiddos.
thing.
There she is. All right, this bun's gonna go in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 350. We've got about 6 minutes till that beautiful. It smells so good in this kitchen. We're going to make ourselves some coffee, and when we come back, we're going to have a pastry in our hand and a coffee, and I'm going to go back to work. You're going to stay here. You'll just stay.
I'm going to try and make the dog like me. Pure Coffee, who are not sponsoring the show. Definitely not. Also not sponsoring the show, Adidas. Just stating facts. Stating facts here. We have a huge list of people not sponsoring the show at all. Yeah.
Kanye, not sponsoring
the show. No.
No.
Lamborghini.
Not sponsoring
the show.
No. Nickelback.
Not sponsoring the show. No.
Even this end piece.
It's like a little
you have
apricot
the nice little
finger.
You have the nice little
all right, I'm gonna
cake
take
at
more.
the bottom, a little crumb.
I'm gonna take more.
Do it up. No, I'm gonna.
Oh, look at that, friends. Look how that baked. So nice. I am so excited. I'm genuinely chuffed you picked this. This is great.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that. That's
oh man, dope. Okay.
It's like the same consistency of those peach blueberry bars at Aroma. If you've ever had those. Let's do it. Let's do it. Stop talking. Start eating.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. There we go.
Oh my god. That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, it's not overbearing. It has a sweet, earthy flavor.
It's the perfect winter going into spring vibe.
It's definitely post pumpkin spice.
I'm feeling joy.
The season's changing. You start getting the summer notes.
Oh. It is lovely and rich, but light and sweet, but tart.
It's not overwhelming with sugar. You don't get that your pupils get small and your teeth start tingling.
This is so good. This is joy. Is what this is.
It does burst with a good burst of flavor. Just feel the juice.
13-year-old Kelly Whoever the hell you copied this recipe from, good on you, girl. That was like 32 years ago.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Actually, day for night. It's night for day.
He's been here for a month.
It's 4 a.m.
We just recreated exactly what we look like.
We're in a studio.
I think that should be the way I end the show.
We've been on this.